Day 16. Value number 4, trust. We talked about trust on day 5, but by now it probably means something even more to you. For me, as I made this walk, I began to see trust in very different ways. At first, it was about me manufacturing trust in myself, willing myself to trust. As I began to experience God's love and how He was in control, and as I relinquished my will to His, I began to trust in a whole new way. I even began to look at trust in a whole new way. It stopped being about how I had to make myself trust, and more about how freeing it was just to let go and trust. I could stop feeling like I always had to have all of the answers. In fact, I came to a very real understanding that my answers are pitiful compared to His. As I walked, He gave me opportunity after opportunity to learn to trust Him ever more. He has led me through moments I would have sworn would have crushed me. He has done things through my life that I would never have believed I could do. He has lifted lives out of the mire through me in ways that still amaze me. I've often asked, why me? Why did God choose me to do these things through? And the answer that has always come back is because I was willing to trust. I was willing to take the steps He asked me to take when He asked me to take them, whether I understood them at that time or not. He is offering the same to you. Will you take it? Will you trust Him and get out of the boat of your own understanding? Will you trust Him in the chaos? Will you trust Him in the waiting? Will you trust Him no matter what happens? When you get what you asked for and when you don't? When what you wanted to happen and when it didn't? That's trust. Trust is not manufactured. Trust is built on faith. Faith is built on believing what God said and that He loves you more than you can ever know or imagine, and then acting on that belief. It is not this lesson and that lesson over there. Real trust is seeing on a deep level how all the lessons intertwine into something completely amazing. How they are all wound together like yarn, so tangled you can never unravel where one stops and another starts, but in a very good way, in an understandable way. As you begin to understand, trust will not seem so scary. And yet, because of the ever-increasingly critical situations God will put you in, it will be a test of your trust every single time. If you are not being tested, it's time to increase your faith and your trust. What is God calling you to do that you never thought possible? Is now the time to do it. Our prayer for the day. Dear Lord, help me to trust. Show me you. Amen. Now stop and listen to Him in prayer for a few minutes. What is He calling you to do in faith? You may record your thoughts in your journal. Like and subscribe to the Staci Stallings YouTube channel so you never miss a second of the story. This has been The 912 Project, written by Staci Stallings, narrated by Staci Stallings. Copyright 2009. Audio produced by Staci Stallings. Production copyright 2023.